And right now it's Looney and Sender stepping up first. Rapid fire, very standard ban. We've pretty much seen that every single game this weekend, with the exception of maybe 1 or 2. I think it was protected actually in an earlier game with Envy. Looney with the flashbang, which means that you might actually see Rise. Oh no, Octane decides to take out high caliber. Wouldn't surprise me to see the concussion also gone from this. They've banned it every single time so far, Rise. Kinetic gone from Chino. Classic stepping up. This may be the second tactical ban.
Do you think we're going to see another Scythe ban coming out?
No, I don't really think so. Not unless they're kind of struggling here. Maybe Afterburner? I don't know. He's not as useful on this map. But Slacked and Happy. Are they waiting? I think they're waiting to figure out what the other team bans. We've seen this before. Shiva gone from Slacked. Happy can now make his pick, knowing all of the information, and it's going to be Overdrive. Decides to take that one out.
Yeah, Overdrive is always a pretty important ban to make sure you get in, unless you want to use it yourself, obviously. Not just because uplink CTF, if you overdrive when you have the drone or flag, you can just make any sort of ridiculous clutch play in the end there. Of course, though, the Scythe does get in, so Octane, he's going to have his baby back. He is going to return to that human turret form.
Active camo, maybe. We've seen sides on both sides now. Annihilators on both sides. Heat wave on both sides. Active camo, there it comes. There comes the one from Happy. Is Slack going to match him, though? That's a real key. He does. It goes for the active camo there in the end.
Yeah, and you pretty much have to use the active camo, right?
It's a really it's basically a gunfight winner.
Yeah,
same thing like kinetic armor, really.
Yeah, and I think it's going to be one of those things where that is the most important specialist to have, especially in overtime situations, because that allows you to make a solo play. If you just need 1 point on the board, especially on Infection Uplink, where you can hit a 1-point toss if you're pushing towards Grandma's, basically from mid-map, pop the active camo, coming over from Broken, pick it up, run 3 steps, hit a 1-point shot, end the round. So a lot of potential with these specialists coming into play, but expect Happy or Slack to make a big play.
Right, we're going to see who can actually end up winning this one here. If DT can go 3-0 up, then
that'd be nuts.
It would be crazy. I was kind of favoring Rise a little bit before coming into this game, but DT just look on fire. They look so good.
This is like the tournament of upsets, right? Because
yeah.
obviously Team Liquid has just been bowling through some of these top teams. We saw Luminosity beat Envy, and when I say beat Envy, I mean 4-0.
Yeah.
Like, Envy just got absolutely whitewashed. It's not even like one of those things where that was their first match of the entire tournament. They had already played Team Panda. They were looking good against those guys. And something about Luminosity, they were just on point.
Well, I actually tweeted this out about Luminosity. I said, people were selling TK short yesterday. They were saying, oh, TK, they look trash. They got beaten by Luminosity. It's a game we pretty much expected them to win. And then Luminosity coming today and go, no, it's us. We're the factor. We're that good.
It might very well be the case, and their S&D game has been looking pretty good. Their CTF game is phenomenal as well. I know it keeps getting brought up by Landon how they're 5-1 right now in the league, and they're really the only team that has set themselves apart in the CTF game mode. So be looking out for that for Luminosity. If they can pick up that, even if it's just one game mode out of the 7 available, pretty important because their S&D game has been very strong as well, of course. Got to take it all the way back because this is DT versus Rise. We get a little bit off topic sometimes.
Well, we've got to go off topic. I am actually waiting on a score update on the Optic game, which, as far as I know, is still actually ongoing.
Playing against H2K, yeah.
Yeah,
and
so
it's interesting as well because H2K, the one match that they did play in that we actually just got word it's tied 3-3. They're going to Game 7. But H2K, the first series that they won all 3 S&Ds.
Yeah, they most certainly did. And I remember casting that game as well, and it was H2K just looked amazing. Yep. So good. So I'm wondering if that's where Optic are now going to struggle. We'll find out, but we'll give you the update as soon as we know from that game. But our game is starting here. DT versus Rise. It's time for Infection Uplink.
All right, and we've seen these guys play a few times. I got to ask, who are your players to watch from each team?
I think Looney has done fantastically well so far. He's been just pulling off clutch 2 pieces when they need him. And maybe from DT, I want to say either Diabolic or Chino. They've both done big things in both games.
Well, it was interesting. One of the bans that came in was the Shiva, and I'm pretty sure that's a ban tailor-made just for Chino because that's what he opened up the Stronghold hardpoint with. Of course, now Looney's going to open up. He's already pushing way up the map trying to get those spawn kills. It looks like he might get shut down. Stays alive. Diabolic, though, with the challenge. But meanwhile, Slack, he saw his teammate pushing up the right side. He pushed up to the left, but the interception comes in from Chino, making the big plays right out of the gate.
Intercepting on this game is so rare. Well, now on board with Chino, resetting that armor. No, he's not. He's actually just playing for time. Oh, oh, no. Went a little bit too far out of cover there, Chino. A little bit overconfident. Diabolic will go down as well. Looney's coming in. Now he's now 4-1. I did say keep an eye on him here. He may be able to get a 1 this time. Or will it be intercepted? EMB comes in, but it's not really going to affect him. And it is intercepted again. They refuse to let that boy score.
Oh my God, this is the battle between Chino's defensive skills and Looney is just mapping kids right now with the VMP. Not very often do you see teams rotate the drone over by the right side, but apparently DT, this is their game plan. You see, this is the second time they've done it, despite the fact that last time they almost paid the price, but Chino's got that drone in hand again. Center is going to be leading the charge. He's able to pick up 1, but the nades are picking up the rest. Chino's going to go for the 1-point toss. He's got enough height. The interception does not come in, and DT takes the 1-0 lead.
Octane now ready for this one, looking to see who he can take down. Classic actually gets grenaded, but Sender will answer back on the select. Grenades going off everywhere here, looking for this one. He's going to see Diabolic, sees one, going to be challenged. Octane picks up the second one as well, looking for the third. He knows exactly where it's going to be as well, but not able to take that one down.
Either way, though, that is the position you expect Octane to try and put himself in the majority of this game. Of course, you saw another nice spot that Happy was sitting in. Happy, I feel like we haven't talked about him enough as his ability as a Slayer, even in the hard point. He was the one that kind of caught back up to help out Diabolic, putting up numbers. Of course, he was able to pick up Octane there. He is going to get shut down by Looney. Looney continuing with the carnage right now is tied with Sender with most kills in the lobby, excuse me. But Rise, that's going to be 3 down in their favor. Expect them to pick up the drone and start making moves.
Well, let's see this here. And the funny thing is, I think Rise were actually the more dominating team in the first few minutes, but they were denied twice. They should realistically be 2-1 up. And this is opportunity now. You know what? I've got to wonder if Rise is going to change their tactics a little bit, maybe get a little bit worried about doing those ones. It hasn't worked out for them, so maybe the 2 is the one they're now trying to aim for here.
Well, now Classic, he's posted up all the way in the spawn. He managed to get underneath the portal, and that always, you know, if you get to that spot, you're pretty much already guaranteed a 1-point toss because no one's going to be going for interceptions. But he picked up 2 kills, and that gave his team 2 points. So Rise is going to be able to take the lead. Of course, now DT trying to get that counter score in. That might actually just be a clean break for the 1-point toss to see the players for Rise.
He got it. He got it away before he died.
Yeah, they began to spawn up in the back, but just a little bit too late. So the counter score coming in very nicely. DT is making the correct plays, even if Rise is outslaying them.
Well, there you go. Rise actually taking them down once again here. Tino waiting for this one. He's going to see a player. He's going to get that one as well. Doesn't really have any support, though, so he should go down here. But he stays alive for a little bit longer, getting another kill. Now, Diabolic is stepping up here, and this is all about the fight for mid-control. He gets it. His heat wave pops because of it. Looks to try and get an incredible air. Make sure if he got it, I would have been super impressed. But too little will end up going down.
Yep, you see
Looney's 12-6.
Yeah, of course. He just picked up another 2-piece. That's what he continues to do. And, of course, he's been sticking with that Heat Wave Specialist. He's going to have another gunfight in front of him, but it takes 2 to tango, and 2 of those players were able to shut Looney down this time. Still, though, teams pushing up for mid-map control. You see Octane again has returned to his home, sitting on those mid-stairs, head glitch, and you see Happy trying to get him out of there as quickly as he possibly can. But Rise still in control. That's going to be another 2 down in their favor, and Looney going to have the drone once again pushing up the map.
Now, there's enough DT bodies here to cause problems for Rise if they try to push it. HCXD going to go out here. Can't do anything with it. There's 2. They're sending out 2. I don't think they're going to get much from it, though. They are going to get him. They got down Happy, and this might be a play for them, but they're just getting slowed down just enough. Slack's going to try and get this one here. Heatwave was eventually popped. Slack, can he make it? He does. Gets the 2-piece as well, but nobody from his team in a position to actually make anything happen.
And this is a situation where I think Slack really needs to try and utilize this active camo to get a score, because I don't think Rise is going to be very comfortable with their lead or a tie going into the second side. But you see Slack backed off just a little bit, trying to watch his flank. By the time he comes back, he's going to get traded very quickly, and it looks like DT are going to be the only ones that have an opportunity to score.
They need a hole. They need to punch through a hole and get this. Oh, they're going for it. As you see, Happy pops active camo, but he goes down before he can do anything. Tino's the only one left alive. Smokes literally everywhere. And I don't think Looney's even got the time to get this one in.
Oh, he definitely can. If he goes over the left side, he can hit the 1-point toss.
Are they going to let him through?
No, no, they're going to.
I was about to say, I thought they needed to make another wave of kills before they really got close. That's why I was saying they needed a little bit more time to get that one. There's just too many DT players in the way, but 2-2 will be the score. But bear in mind that Rise really should be 4-2.
Yeah, you know, got to give massive props to Chino, because, again, even when, for whatever reason, he was playing patty cake with a drone up on top cliff and gets killed by Looney. Looney comes in and picks up 2, still makes the huge defensive stop once again, and they're able to turn that one around to result in their first point. And then, of course, when Rise was able to get control, Classic was under their portal, and he's picking up kills. They get 1 dunk and an immediate counter score.
Jumping on board with Sender to kick this one off, and his Annihilator is ready. Now, if they can get control of this mid, they will end up pushing through, and then that's when we'll see the Annihilator come out. But DT will make the first few kills. If he can make this one as well, I expect Sender now push through and that Annihilator to come into play.
Well, that's just a very quick 4 down in their favor. Chino's
He's got to use it, surely.
Now, it might not need to,
there
but he's going to pull it out. He can do some damage. Of course, that drone is by the left side. Sender going to be coming in from the right.
He's going to look for control here. That's what you could try and use his Annihilator for. They didn't need it to make any more kills. Going to miss the first one, miss the second one as well. Gets the third. Can he now stop this one here? He's actually run away from him a little bit. Using this Annihilator has actually cost him. It looks like that's actually going to go in. And he's just missing. He actually gets 2 kills with his Annihilator. And to be fair, those 2 kills weren't really that effective.
It was kind of a weird decision, right? He's pushed up the right side of the map using the Annihilator, but the drone's going up the left. Yes, they get a point for it, but they kind of leave him out in no man's land, and there's only so much you can do. And Raj just said, I don't care where he is, we just outrun him.
I think he was hoping a few more players were there to kind of contest the point, and that's what he was going to use it for. But because there was nobody there, he was just going to like, oh, I've got this now. Somebody give me something to shoot at.
Well, you do see that drone is going to get reset once again. DT was able to make the defensive stand, getting a clean 3 down. Slack, though, pushed up most aggressively, has gunfight in front of him, has the mate in that situation. He's going to come out on top, and he is applying as much pressure as he possibly can, but Happy going to be there to shut him down. And again, that's going to be another 3 down for DT, making another nice defensive stand, and Looney going to be the first one leading the charge, picks up a nade kill on Diebok, and that's at least going to slow DT down.
Sender choosing to go for control rather than go for the drone. Very smart play. Now looking for this again. Sender, seeing the player there trying to get it shots on, trying to stay alive. He's been challenged from multiple angles. Going to be in a little bit of trouble there as that boost light comes off the ledge. And now DT are just trying to hold on here. Happy gets another kill. Diabolic gets one as well. I heard a scythe rip. Who's got that? It's Chino. Chino has a scythe in play. And it looks like DT may be looking to make a push off of this now. They need at least a wave of kills to consider moving up the map.
Well, Chino's going to be the guy leading that charge. He is able to pick up 1, looking for the second. Well, Classic's actually going on a pretty nice flank. He is going to get traded, but taking down that
I think he's going to drop this here. I don't really see him pushing through unless his teammates can make the kills. No, he's going to go for it here. He might be looking for the 1. Can he make something of this? Trying to go for it, not able to get it out quick enough. I said they maybe need that push of kills. I mean, it was really risky for them to kind of go for it. But never mind. It's going to be Rise. Rise are going to reset it.
Yeah, and you see earlier I was talking about how DT is a little bit weird for them to rotate around the right side of the map with the drone from the side they're on. Rise playing it the standard way we've seen most of the time. They just go for the reset, push up for control. They've already picked up a few kills, and now very quickly Slack has this drone all the way in barn. He can hit the 1-point toss, pops the active camo, goes around, goes for the shot, but doesn't get it off in time before Chino is there to take him down with the ICR.
Octane probably going to try and stay alive here just to slow them down a little bit so his teammates can get involved. But no, Octane's still alive. Causing problems for DT, but that doesn't matter for DT. They've ignored them. They've said, you know what, you stay that side, mate. We are gone. And now Chino's going for it. He might throw the pass into Happy. He is going to throw the pass into Happy. Happy's going to be away. He's got to go for that 1-point play. It's good. Right. They will go up 4-2.
And they are just playing smarter, it seems, than Rise right now. DT is making all of the necessary plays. They're doing creative stuff just to get these 1-point tosses off. And when Rise is the one scoring, they're doing it by just kind of barreling through. So impressive stuff we've seen so far. Of course, Looney, when he shows up once in the kill feed, he normally gets 2, and that's going to allow Slack to push up once again. Now, they already have control of the cemetery area. It's pretty much a guaranteed 1-point toss. They're going to be pushing up for 2. And actually, there you see, he was going to go for it. Octane and Looney both picked up a kill each, and it looks like he's just going to convert and go for the 1-point play. Playing it safe. Of course, Octane still in the base was able to pick up 2 more, but they're going to go for the rally scores.
So quickly apologize. The scores are the wrong way around again. I should have been fixing that one, but never mind. Oh, missed point there going in, but fortunately it's all tied up, so it doesn't matter that much. We'll keep you updated as this continues on.
Well, you see Looney again, only able to pick up 1 that time. Chino is going to be there to shut him down, but DT going for the wrap around this cliff side of the map once again. They've seen quite a bit of success. Of course, there's 45 seconds left. Only 1 point is needed to separate themselves from the opposing team. Happy now with the drone pushing up. His teammate's going to be there for the heat wave. That's going to be enough. The EMP comes in a little bit too late, but Looney with the interception. The third one we have seen this game. Massive plays coming in. Still, though, 30 seconds left, and it looks like Chino for DT going to be the only one potentially to score, but yeah, he's going to have a lot of problems. Classic is there to shut him down, and that drone is going to fall. I think one more DT player is going to be nearby, but Octane shuts him down very quickly.
Well, it looks like they're going to go for this one. Rise are going to try and make this play in the dying seconds. It's all on Looney. Can he get the 1 point in time? That's the real question. And he's looking for it now. He can't really stop. He can't afford to. He's going to go for it. It's long range. It's good. He managed to get in the dying seconds. Looney rips away the win. Rise will take that map.
The buzzer beater of Looney coming in with like 1.8 seconds left on the clock, and there you got to give credit to Classic as well, picking up a kill to make that happen. You see the nades flying in as well, but I thought they didn't have enough time. They wrapped it as quickly as they possibly could, and the one time the interception does not come in, that was a game changer. Big plays coming out of the boys on Rise.
Yeah, huge. I was skeptical that Looney would make it as well, but held his nerve. Teammates got in the right positions to make sure they could shut it down, and they managed to pull it off. We have a game on our hands. We thought it was overtime, but we were wrong.
Well, I think that's going to be it for a moment. We are going to take a break. The players are going to have to kind of collect their thoughts out of the series we've had so far. Because, again, just to backtrack, the thing we kicked it off with was a 4-man purifier just to kind of end the hard point. Of course, the S&D, a little bit close, 6-4, not a shabby game. And the uplink came down to the wire as well, one of the first buzzer beater shots we have. But, again, quick commercial break so the players can use the bathroom or do whatever it is they need to do. And we'll be back for map number